Another cheesy animation to open the video. Striving for originality, even though Mario Galaxy 2 top 10 lists have existed since 2010.
This is a top 10 I promised last summer, and it is finally here.
Mario Galaxy is a summer game. Got it.
I really didn't find this game to be very challenging.
Oh, don't worry. Collecting all the power stars was a challenge in its own right.
So if some of these stars on this list have their easy moments, that's because they really do have their easy moments.
That's like saying I'm sending this video because I'm sending this video. Which I am.
But I realized that only 2 or 3 were actually hard to get.
If that's the case, you should have made notes similar to your Galaxy 1 top 10. They are based on how many times you died going for those stars, after all. The warped voice is still here.
This is a somewhat challenging fight, to say the least.
And yet somehow there are fights from way earlier in the game that are way more challenging than this.
There's just a lot of stuff that's going on here.
Given to you in small increments because the game is overly generous.
It's kind of sad that most of the stars in the game aren't all that difficult.
This point here deserves a negative sin. The reason why I consider Galaxy 1 to be superior to this game is because many of the levels in Galaxy 2 were piss easy. I too was hungry for a challenge, but I only got it just when it seemed like the game would never get difficult.
And regardless, all the stars in this game are really fun to complete.
On the contrary, with this point, you're forgetting half the levels from, I don't know, Fluffy Bluff, Puzzle Plank, Cosmic Cove, Cloudy Court, Starshine Beach, Slimy Spring, Stone Cyclone, and at least 100 of the green stars. The point is, I wonder if you still think the entire game is fun.
This is one tough cookie.
Aside from you making me want to eat a cookie right now, what does this have to do with cookies?
He's a good warm-up for harder levels ahead.
It took me forever to get that pun.
It seems like whenever you find that opening to punch the purple beads that are surrounding him, he decides to catch on fire.
No. He caught fire before the battle began. He just attacked you while he was already on fire.
But it's the fact that it was sped up and the star placements are in very challenging spots.
What about that fact?
At least the music is pretty catchy. Not that that's relevant or anything.
It may be catchy for you, but another thing I noticed is that this game isn't nearly as heavy with orchestral composition as Galaxy 1 was. I'm more likely to forget a piece from a video game unless
this was a concept that was going to originally be implemented into Mario Kart 8.
Please tell me you weren't actually talking about Mario Kart 8. Planning to implement a power-up 4 or 5 years into the future in an entirely different Mario series doesn't make a lot of sense.
The problem with the drill item is finding out you have to complete a purple coin speedrun challenge using just that item.
So an entire hard level that revolves around the spin drill automatically makes the spin drill a problem. Got it.
And if you waste more than a few seconds or so, you're pretty much guaranteed to lose a life.
There's still plenty of time to make up for those few seconds or so.
And figuring out which ways are the fastest. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Whoever thought there was anything wrong with that?
The star itself isn't that challenging.
Again, that would be a reason to put it way lower on your list. Or instead of this star, how about Purple Coin Beach Dash, where you have to get 100 purple coins in 35 seconds, and you need bullshit precision with the joystick on your nunchuck, and there's no chance of you getting plus clocks to add the precious 10 seconds to your time. Does that not sound harder? Of course it does. Which brings me back to Purple Coins and a Bone Pen from Galaxy 1, which you picked on based on the timer alone, remember? Given that you seem to have a gripe over super short time limits, I'm bewildered that you didn't think Beach Dash was fast enough to earn a spot on this list. But I guess you're just super good with Dash Pepper Yoshi's super sharp turns or something like that. And come on now, don't tell me plus clocks don't magically appear in plain view while you're fighting this piranha creeper.
It's really strange that a star from the first level in this game is on this list, but hey, it is what it is.
Got it. I'll stop furiously scratching my head now.
This is a very similar concept, except for this time it's a lot harder.
At least you still can't lose a life from failing. Or can you?
You know what I've never understood? Why do we have a time limit?
Because logic.
That's like saying I have to make 100 pizzas at a pizza store in an hour, but if I only make 83 in that hour, I have to start all over again.
See, you're getting it.
So if a big worm on fire or baby piranha plant on fire as bosses wasn't bad enough, an adult piranha plant on fire is even worse.
Is this Throwback Throwdown or is it Fiery Dino Piranha?
This is a cool galaxy because we get to play all of the Galaxy 1 bosses.
Including Camilla, Terrantox, Guppy, Baron Burr.
Stars on this list really heat up from now on.
Forced pun to make a top 10 list better cliche.
But you want to know what I don't understand? How is a plant on fire?
You're a slow learner, aren't you?
It makes as much sense as a frog dying in the water, even though he's a fucking frog.
Not just a frog. A fucking frog.
This star sticks out like a sore thumb.
On paper, maybe.
You have to collect 100 as usual.
As if there's ever been a purple coin star where you didn't have to get 100.
If we go down a hill and miss a whole row of coins, you might as well just start the level over.
Nathaniel Bandy, promoting giving up too early since 2013.
This probably wouldn't be so bad if we didn't have to use the stupid motion controls.
No matter how stupid they are, they still make perfect sense.
Sure, they're influencing their competition. Connect. PlayStation move.
I can't put my finger on why, but that sounded oddly unnerving.
But nobody wants to play a game like this with motion controls.
But that's what makes these games unique.
You know what's insulting? Getting beaten by a blue monkey.
He's a chimp though. He calls himself the chimp, so therefore he must be a chimp.
This chimp
Oh, now you call him a chimp. Oh, okay, never mind.
This chimp has challenged us a few times earlier on in this game,
And at first I thought you were indeed talking about that first skating challenge. In any case, I'm glad I found a loophole to avoid having to talk about this star in my own top 10. You, on the other hand, manned up and put it at number 2 on this list. I appreciate your modesty. Okay, monologue over, continue.
because you have to be a ballerina skater while doing this.
Or a master of the joystick.
If you hit the purple spiky guys, it's pretty much an automatic game over.
And yet it looks like you still racked up enough points to win even after you hit that purple spiky guy.
It's so glaringly obvious that obvious of the obvious is obvious.
Obvious of the obvious? Is that a double positive? No, it's not meant as a nitpick, it's a legit question. But I'm going to send it anyways because I'm an idiot. Also, delaying the inevitable cliche.
And now the number 1 hardest Super Mario Galaxy 2 star is...
My ears are bleeding right now.
The perfect freaking run.
Oh no, it's not good enough for this run to be perfect. It has to be perfect freaking.
Do I need to say anything else?
Well, when we're dealing with the hardest levels of a particular game, then yes, by rule, you are indeed contractually obliged to elaborate.
I made a whole frustration series about this star years ago. It's very bad memories.
So why is it still viewable?
It literally took me 200 to 300 tries to beat this star, and that was with the help of a friend.
Oh, yep, that'll do the trick.
The fact that getting hit just once makes this star nearly impossible.
What about the fact that getting hit just once?
The feeling of beating the star is absolutely incredible. That is if you ever manage to do that.
Implying that most of us will never beat this level. Got it.
You need to build up like muscle memory or something.
Or you can play this level a million times. You might fail in 999,999 of those chances, but at some point you're bound to get lucky.
We're up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to get lucky.
What do you think is the hottest star and why?
My hardest star is one that doesn't even exist. Other than that, expect all the comments to say the perfect run.
I don't know where that accent came from.
I was about to ask.
So my guess is that you should be going to sleep or doing something important.
How did you know that I have loads of homework that I should be doing? Also, how do you know I'll have a fun time on social media? Also, whether I like and share this video is not a matter of whether I have the time. There's more than one way to share a video, you know. Also, annotations don't work on phones, so you'd have to put links to those videos in the doobly-doo. I see the link for your Galaxy 1 top 10, but there's no link to your top 10 easiest Super Mario 64 stars. That's a shame. I really wanted to watch that video. Ah, screw it. I can never get those stars anyway. Or, instead of this star, how about Purple Coin Beach Dash, where you have to get 100 purple coins in 35 seconds and you need bullshit precision with the joystick on your nunchuck, and there's no chance of you getting plus clocks to add a precious Tekken's... Fucking shit. In all seriousness, an extra special congratulations to Nathaniel Bandy for cracking 200,000 subscribers. I suggest you go check out his videos. Yes, I can suggest that because I actually enjoy his videos. It's just that I'm an idiot.